Good morning, or good afternoon actually. Welcome back to another episode. I'm going to take a little break from the fishing action ones that we've been doing the last few videos. I know I left you on a bit of a hanger on the end of the first Fiji one, but it's coming. In the meantime, we've got some big stuff that's been happening to start the year, and I wanted to give you guys a run through it. I've had a whole bunch of messages and comments about it over the last few months, and it's time to talk about it. If you've followed for a while, you'd have known I've always used Shimano reels in pretty much all of my fishing since I was a little kid. Recently I changed and bought a whole bunch of Daiwa reels, and I wanted to talk to you about that first. I guess review some of the reels I've used from Daiwa and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll go from there. The reason I changed, obviously, there was a bit of stuff going on. I put tape over the old reels I was using to cover the logos for a whole number of different reasons. We won't get too into that, but anyway, that's done. I bought my new Daiwa reels, and now this year Daiwa have jumped on board as a new, I guess, sponsor for me, which is amazing. So big thank you to the guys at Daiwa. I'm gonna give you a look through some of my new reels, mate. Hopefully you can use this if you're looking to buy reels and you want some info and some background. As always, I will always give the best honest review I can. One of those things that I value a lot, and I know you guys value a lot as well, when you're in the market to buy a new reel. You don't want to listen to a bullshit review that might be biased or whatever. So with every fishing reel, I think nothing is perfect, nothing is indestructible. And that's one thing that I've learned over time, is that if you're targeting big fish and using heavy drag, and nothing is unbreakable. It's just part of it, like big GTs, doggies, all that kind of stuff, heavy drag. Eventually, if you do it enough and you fish hard enough, something will give. So it's all part of it, and the good thing is you can get your reel service if you pay a lot of money for an expensive reel and something happens, like a gearing issue or something like that. These days, most of the companies are really onto it with their servicing and get it back to you quickly, so you're back on the water ASAP. So let's have a look anyway, we'll get into it. Here we go. So that's what I'm working with at the moment. I know the light in here is not the best in the world, but it's really hot outside, so I'm just gonna run it in here. That's what we got to work with. That's me quiver at the moment. I think I'm missing, what am I missing? I'm obviously missing the new 2020 Saltiga that just was released last week. I don't have one yet, I haven't used one yet, but from all accounts, they're gonna be really cool. The bits I did read up about it, the bigger gearing I think is really good. Whatever it is in the design, I'm not that up to speed with the technical stuff, but it allows it to have a deeper, stronger tooth in the gearing, which in my experience will be really good, because I've had gearing issues with reels before, just from, I think the biggest thing with it is just setting hooks. When GT fishing, I'm obviously like lifting the rod, punching the handle forward to keep the line tight, and that just puts so much pressure on the gearing. And I think with the new Saltiga having that stronger, like deeper gears, it'll be really good for that kind of stuff. So yeah, before you go asking questions, where's your 2020 Saltiga? That's your answer. I don't have one yet, but hopefully I'll get a whole bunch of them soon. You would have seen in the videos that I've been posting lately, obviously all the Vanuatu ones, using the 8000 dogfight. This is a low speed, so I've been using this for jigging. Also that down rigging kind of stuff, really good. On that I've got P8 Tas line, which has been really good, and yeah, really like strong, robust reel, which is why I like it. You can smash it around, it's all good. This one here, this is a 6500 Saltiga. That's what I've been using, fishing P10, all my GT popping stuff. P10 Tas line on that one. It's been really good. I did lose the, you can see there, I lost the little cover thing off that, but I don't think that really matters. I might let a bit of water in it. 5500 Expo. This is like, seriously, that's got to be one of the best looking reels ever in history. Look at it. Like, as far as looks go, does it get much better than that? It looks amazing. This one I've fished P6 Tasline. This is one reel, and back to the honest review kind of stuff, this is one reel that I have had a slight issue with. It's, like I said before, it's all part of it, and that's what happens when you're fishing heavy drag, all that sort of stuff. I did blow a gear set on this. So I think it was the main gear, one of the teeth on the gearing busted off, and I sent it into Daiwa. They replaced it. It was back at my house in 5 days or something. So like I said, it's one of those things. It happens. It happened with the old reels I used to use, but it happened really regularly with them. So overall, if you ask me, like, what do you like better, the old ones or the Daiwa? I think they're both really good reels, but in my experience, now that I've used these for a few months now, I think the Saltigers are a lot stronger. You can bang them around a lot more. They stand up to a bit more punishment, a bit better. You can put it through the ringer, and that's what I do, because I fish a lot and I try and catch big fish. I don't always catch big fish, but I try, and they seem to stand up to the punishment a bit better. The other noticeable differences between the two, I think the drag's quite different, as far as like, sorry, I'm just shutting my windows because I put the aircon on because it's hot as. Shimano drag, you can, like, you hook a fish, you want more drag, you crank the knob multiple turns and you get more drag. The Saltiga drag, it seems like you only, like, a few clicks and it cranks up so much when you get to that higher end of the drag. So it's just little things like that. It's obviously spinning reels are spinning reels, but yeah, that's what I've noticed, just subtle differences. And yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to realistically what you like the look of, and I get a lot of, shutting the doors, it's so hot. I get a lot of questions from people saying, like, what should I buy? Should I get a Saltiga? Should I get a Stella? Whatever, all that kind of stuff. And I think realistically, like, you can be told to buy all this different stuff. Look what Yeaman did yesterday in my fishing room. Knocked over this vase lamp thing. Glass everywhere, I need to clean that up. But not right now, because I'm doing this. The biggest thing when you're buying a fishing reel, I think, is to just be able to, or a rod or whatever it is for that matter, like, go in and pick it up, feel it, hold it, wind it, all that kind of stuff, and see what feels best in your hand, see what you like the look of best, and make your decision from there. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to use it, not the person, the Jimmy that you're watching on YouTube talking shit about it. So make your own decisions, see what you like, see what feels good, see what's going to work for you, and go from there. I got seriously sidetracked then because I was just rambling about all this stuff, but we'll get back to what reels I've got and what reels I'm using. The Expo was the last one, P6 Tasline. Next, what do we got? That is a Saltiga 4000 high speed. I'm fishing this one with 40-pound Tasline matched with my Zanak Fakito Twitch. Really good for all the flats fishing, like tuna, Spanish mackerel, small kingfish, small GTs, all that kind of stuff. Really, really good. Similar, same size reel, but use it for a totally different application. This is a 4000 Catalina, low speed. This is what I'm using for light jigging. I'm using that one, again, like I said, 40-pound Tasline, light jigging on my Akari, Zanak Akari light jigging rod. It's a really fun setup. Use it for all kinds of stuff, from coral trout, caught small doggies on it in Saudi Arabia, hooked a lot of doggies on it in Vanuatu and got blown away. It's just a really fun setup, really good to use. And that reel, for whatever reason, it's not the high-end expensive one, it's a mid-range reel, and it feels so smooth, it's unbelievable. Copped it, absolute beating, it's still going totally fine. So what else we got? Medium jigging, I've got this Catalina as well. That's I believe it's a 5000. On that I've got P6, that's like my medium jig stick, doggies, kingfish, all that kind of stuff. Really cool prototype Zanak Tabizo jigging rod. Coming soon, should be good. And then, what have we got? Yesterday I had a little box arrive from the guys at Daiwa. If we can get some focus on this camera, there we go. TD Sol 3, 4000. It's gonna be like, probably put 30-pound line on it, 30-pound Tasline for like barra, that kind of stuff. My second Tatula 150, it's gonna just be another setup for chasing jacks and barra. Probably go 30-pound on that one because my other Tatula, which is here, has 40-pound on it. Right now I've got that other one on my swim bait rod, the Glands. We've got a TD Black in 2,500 size, which I've got, I think it's 12-pound Tasline on the wide shooter. That's like, look at this. I've been bait fishing. Brim, flatties, whiting, all that kind of stuff. This setup, Coldia 3,000? 4,000. On my snipe, that's the one I was using in the Barra Dam on the Frog. That exact setup. 20-pound Tasline, really good crispy setup. This is probably my new favorite setup. Brand new rod and reel and line and everything, and it's just, I've been really enjoying fishing with this. This is a Zillion HD. You can see there, if it'll focus. HD, 40-pound Tasline on my new Zanak, what is it? B 2.566 first pilot. You can see the weight there. 1/4 to 3/4 ounce, 8 to 16 pound. I'm probably fishing a little bit heavier than I should, but it's a really amazing rod. Been casting like lighter plastics, as you can see there with it. God, this camera sucks. Lighter plastics and just really fun to use. And obviously a lot of the fishing I do is a lot of heavy gear, a lot of GTs, all that kind of stuff, but I've been really enjoying using this like lighter bait casters and just doing something different for a bit, like while I'm at home, because keep it fresh, always doing something different, and yeah, keeps it exciting. So that's my new reels. It's exciting to just even try all these reels that I didn't know anything about, and now getting into them and like fishing as hard as I can and seeing what will withstand, what will work, what won't work, all that kind of stuff. So it's really good. And another thing I wanted to say is how cool it's been since getting this happening with Daiwa. Like, it's just a cool thing that like I've had a bunch of guys that work for Daiwa add me and message me and say, hey man, just wanted to welcome you on board, like we'd love to meet you, love to fish with you, all that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't know, there's something about something like that that's really cool, and I appreciate it because like I think that's a big thing with anything and any work, anyway. It's not just work, it's like you're building a relationship with other people and you want it to be mutually beneficial and you want it to be long lasting and ongoing. So it's really cool. Those guys have been so forthcoming and super friendly from the get-go. So thanks heaps, everyone at Daiwa. Also in other news, it's been happening for a few months now. I've partnered up with both BKK and Nomad. As you know, all the BKK hooks I've been using for ages, really amazing. Now the Nomad lures as well. It's not exclusively, I won't exclusively be using Nomad lures, but I will be using them a lot, purely because I think they're great. All the Riptide stuff I've been using for ages. The Dartwing I really like as well, and for a cheap lure that's plastic, like, they're amazing. And again, all the guys there, I went in, had a big meeting with them, sat down, had lunch with everyone in the office and in the warehouse, and they're just cool people. So again, it's really cool, and I'm really lucky now that like Zanak, BKK, Nomad, Daiwa, Electric, all these guys, I've hung out with them all, and they're all cool people, and it's not just like a business, they actually love it. So that's, to me, where the value is, and it shits me when there's like a big company that's dominating and they just don't give a shit about anyone. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really grateful, and a lot of it comes down to you guys for supporting this whole thing. So thank you to everyone. Yeah, I know this is a bit of a weird video, isn't it? Because it's like, we're not even fishing at all, we're just rambling shit, and it might come across a bit weird because I'm just talking up people that are sponsoring me now, but this is dead serious, and they make it possible, and you guys make it possible as well. So yeah, we're heading to Japan in a couple of weeks. We're going to the Osaka fishing show with the guys from Zanak. They've got a stand there this year. They're going to be releasing something new that I don't know about, I'm pretty sure. I think anyway. You might have seen the videos that I released last week from that trip. Last year, they're the biggest legends ever. So I'm really keen to get back over there. I'm gonna take Jem with me. I don't think we're gonna do any fishing apart from maybe in the shopping center. But it'll be cool to just be in Japan again and cruise around and check all the stuff out. What else we got going on? I finally caught a mangrove jack 2 nights ago.
You're kidding me, Beachy. Look how red the red dog is.
44.
44
centimeters.
Yeah. Or 45 if you want to point his tail down. He's 45.
Nah, I'll call him 44. Genuine 44. Frothing.
We launched the boat at 10:30 at night. Got a fish just after midnight, missed probably 5 more, Beachy got 1 bite. We finished fishing, I think 6:30 a.m. So it was a full all-nighter. And it's been like 3 months in the making, like over 40 sessions to try and get that 1 fish. And that's what I got it on this setup, the Zillion and the first pilot, so. And that exact lure. Bloody stoked, but I told Jem, I was like, after I get one, I'm just gonna quit jack fishing. And I didn't really think it through that well because I think now it's kind of just made it fizzle, the fire burn a little bit more and make me want to catch more and catch a bigger one. And yeah, I'm rambling shit. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, this is another like kind of sponsor thing, I guess, but all my reels, I've got Tasline on them. Frank from Tasline, who has been supplying me with line for like a couple of years now. He's jumped on board and wanted to get involved more, and we've teamed up as well. So Tasline's another new sponsor that's jumped on board. Tasline have just launched their new website, which I'll link in the description below. So if you want to get yourself Tasline now, you don't need to go through the Busted Fishing website. It's the same guy, Frank, but Tasline has their own website now. Tasline is now being manufactured in Australia, which is really cool. Frank's taken it all on. It's all the same, exactly the same line. So you can jump on, hit the link in the description, and you can get your Tasline. Also, the Daiwa website will be down there. The Znak website will be down there. The electric fishing website will be down there. Everything, the Nomad BKK, I link it all below every video. Also, the Johnny Brooks fishing website will be down there, and you can get your Yemen lures. I just had a call last night, and we're going to be making a whole bunch of new Yemen lures. We're going to continue with the Nashies, and we're going to bring in a couple of other lure makers as well. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff. It's really exciting, and it's also a lot of work, but it's a bloody shitload of fun. I think that pretty much covers everything, doesn't it? I think so. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. If you've made it this far through a video with no fishing in it, thank you very much. I wanted to explain all this stuff and answer the questions that you guys have been asking as well about the reels and the rods and all the gear that I've been using. Can't wait to get me new Saltigas. Hey, Redo? Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.